Here we are doing the Slappa's Slushbox build, or not build, but cooling. So what we have here is just a normal, not ice box, but lunch box that is insulated, and I have a Corsair H50 CPU cooler in here. It's not filled with ice yet, because I don't want to use it all at once. This is just a test to see what temps I will get. I have a 120mm fan blowing cold air on the radiator. I don't even really know if that's necessary. Can you zip that back up for me? And then I have a 120mm fan spinning relatively low on the chipset and just the rest of it. 120mm fan here and here pulling air through to just get everything. I took out my HD 5870 just because I don't want to risk breaking it, like getting water in here or something, because that was really expensive. Just rewatching the video a little bit to see exactly what he does, and let's see, I'm running it at 13% at 3.6 gigahertz. I am at 9 Celsius. I repeat, 9 Celsius. That is no water in there, it's just half full of ice. I maxed out the CPU for about 4 minutes, hit 24, that's the max right now. System temp doesn't matter because it constantly changes. So yeah, 9 right now. Oh, just dropped to 8. I feel so awesome. Back to 9. Anyways, this is the coolest method I have ever used to cool my CPU. Water cooling is cool, but ice cooling your water cooler is awesome. Yo dog, I heard you like water cooling, so we water cooled your water cooler so you could water cool water cooling. Anyways, I'm going to pause this before I seem like a complete idiot, and let's see how high I can get this. It's at 3.6 gigahertz right now, and we shall find out later. So I upped they call it CPU clock, but it's the North Bridge, up to 210 megahertz. So it's at 3.7, almost 3, should be 3.78, a multiplier of 18, 1.392 core voltage, just trying to see how low I can keep it. I don't want to take it too high. And running it almost maxed out. It'll max out soon. I'm doing a batch benchmark. Let's see, what is the temp? 16 Celsius. I'd say that's pretty nice. 21, 20, 19, 21. So it's pretty damn stable. Dropped to 16 when switching. So, yeah, let's take a look at this just to see how much, not too much is melted in there. I mean, it's really hard for you to see, but I have decent lighting. And it's keeping it nice and cool. I will eventually, oh, sorry for the view guys, I will eventually fill that absolutely full with ice. I'm not going to add salt like what he did, like what Slappa did. I just don't want to risk ruining my CPU cooler. It's just, I don't want to waste 80 bucks or however much it cost. But if this works well, I'm going to be doing all of my benchmarking like this, just overclocking it as high as I can. Because I've hit the 4 gigahertz barrier, but it wasn't stable, and I don't know, I just don't like that. I want to hit 4 and stay at 4 for a while. So yeah, after these are done, I will overclock further and see how high I can go without crashing. I mean, I guarantee I'm going to crash, but you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm doing my first restart. I'm going to do the overclocking in the BIOS now. Before it was just a T overclocker, just, you know, standard little program. Comes with the motherboard. Yeah, I want to see how high I can get it just with a multiplier, and then tweak with the Northbridge frequency a bit. I dropped it back down to 200. Let's just take it up to 4 because I'm a Banff. Only not really. 4.125, that should be absolutely fine for this sort of cooling. Let's see if it even boots. Munchos, Rockstar. All I need to do that. I said, let there be light. Aha. So it displayed 20 Celsius in that little flash, which is pretty low for 4 gigahertz, and it looks like it's booting. So I'm a pretty novice overclocker, but it seems that the colder it is, the more stable it is. I mean, I tried to do this just normally with the CPU. I mean, it wasn't running too hot. It hit like, I don't know, 40, but it seems like if it's below 20, it'll boot and run until you crash it. I don't know. It just seems to me that it has to be extremely low. Maybe that's why people use LN2 cooling. I was gonna say cooler and then cooling, but I messed up. Let's see what the temp is. Bring up my trusty Windows Task Manager. Oh, 4 gigahertz. That's beautiful. Yes, that is beautiful. Sorry it's so crappy quality and, I don't know, just crappy. I'm using my phone. And the only thing I really don't, sorry about that, I really don't like about overclocking is the fact that it stays at that speed. I mean, I kind of like the feature where it downclocks when you don't need it, but I don't know. I guess it's fine because it's staying at 17 Celsius, and I'm gonna open up CPU-Z. It'll take a little while because I'm on a 5400 RPM drive because I'm cheap. I don't really care that much. Okay, so it says 4 gigahertz. I'm running at 1.428 volts, and I will open up Y-Cruncher, which is my benchmarking / stress test. I will just run a stress test of 5 gigabytes and see if this crashes. I sure hope not, because this is actually really cool. 25 Celsius, 24 Celsius. Min was 15 when I booted and loaded up the program. It's running the stress test, maxing out all cores, using almost all of my RAM. I have 8 gigs installed and it's using 6.29. CPU-Z, just so you can see that I'm not lying. It's at 25, 26. Zoom in on the CPU-Z. 1.452. What else is nice here? So yeah, 4 gigahertz, and it seems to be stable so far. I mean, I'm not going to run it for hours because I'm very limited on my ice supply unless I want to go out and spend money on ice, but you know, where's the fun in that? I'm just a lonely nerd. Yes, we can go on a walk. This is my buddy Adam. He's the one that helped me set this up. So yeah, 27 Celsius looks to be the max right now. And remember, this is half full of ice. This is not full. And I'm really excited about this. So I'm going to run some benchmarks and I will record the results, not video, but I will write them down and include them in the description bar. So yeah, updates soon. So just filled it up with ice. Trying to boot at 4.2, same voltage. Looks like it's going to attempt to anyways. We will see if it crashes. I sure hope not, because this is just 4.2, purely multiplier, so I think 22 multipliers, correct? 1.44, 1.45 voltage, maybe a little bit higher. I am not sure. It kind of auto-adjusts, so I can't really set the definite voltage, but I'm fine with that. Alright, put in my password. Munchos, because they're delicious. I probably already mentioned that, but you see me caring? No, you don't. Because I just booted it 4.2 gigahertz on the Slushbox. This is such an amazing idea. I really don't know why more people don't use this. I mean, sure, it's not... can't use it every day. That's for sure. I just wouldn't make sense. 15, 13. This is idle at 4.2 gigahertz. See it right there. Oh, sorry, 21 multiplier. I haven't changed the bus at all. Probably not gonna bother. Not from Boston. Alright, start up CPU-Z. Then we'll start up my benchmarking to see if it crashes. This is ridiculous. This is the highest I've ever taken my chip. 1.44 volts, idle 1.42, 1.416. So it changes pretty dramatically. So I'm at 12 for the minimum, 16 at the maximum for idle. You probably can't see that right now. But I am going to run... sorry, hold on. I have to change some stuff, but... whatever. I'll just do it. Let's see how fast this computes 1 billion digits pi. Okay, it's going to take a while, so I'll just record the times. 4.2 gigahertz. Alright, so 21 Celsius. Oh, crashed. That's disappointing. Hey, look, a blue screen. I've never seen that before.
dear.
So I'll up the voltage. Yeah. Just upping the voltage didn't work, so I'm going to start dicking around with the Northbridge frequency. Oh, crap. I'm going to lower the multiplier down to, let's say, 3.8 and 19 times 225. Let me check my math. The camera stopped working, which is my phone. So I upped the Northbridge frequency to 225, and I dropped the multiplier down to 18. The voltage will stay at like 1.5, 1.6, sorry, 1.45, 1.45, or 1.46. And we're going to see if it boots. The other time it booted, and it almost immediately blue screened as soon as I put it under full load. So, yeah, I'd be trying something else. Should probably check in on the Slushbox. Such a nice name. As you can see, I've piled ice on this side, and I have this pulling air this way, so it all draws air through there. But I'm trying to keep this as closed as possible as to prevent unnecessary melting. So it booted up. You can hear my refrigerator trying to make more ice because I stole all of it, and I didn't buy, I found a huge bag. I'm definitely going to have to buy more because I'm not going to bed until I reach 4.3, 4.5.
We'll go for another walk.
Yeah, we can go for a walk later. We can walk when we're dead. Maybe we can't, but...
We'll be the Walking Dead.
Alright, zombie it is. I can deal with that. Fan speed, disable. Because that limits the chip cooling, and I don't want that. That's just not cool. Not even going to bother with CPU-Z. I'm just going to blast this. Let's see if it's... go. Let's blue screen. Come on, blue screen. I dare you. Oh, sad face. It did blue screen. So, I may have found the limit of my chip, or I'm just not dicking around enough. I will follow up later. It crashed when I put it up to 225 and I upped the voltage. I don't know if too much voltage would be a problem. Like, it's not really the heat, I don't think. Or it might be, I know, I'm a pretty novice overclocker. But, I mean, it wasn't getting above 18 to start, and then it just crashed. Right now it's at 4.13. I have it set at 230, which I'm just going to back down to like 215 and raise the multiplier. Because, I mean, I hit 4 just on the multiplier alone. I'll just leave. You know what? I'll back that down. It doesn't need to be that high. My BIOS just freaked out. I don't know why. The chipset's pretty cool. I mean, it's not like LN2 cooling, which I'm really jealous of you, Slappa. How you can just, you know, overclock with that kind of stuff. Like dry ice, I have no idea where to get it or how I could buy it. My parents don't like that too much.
I could buy it.
I know you could. I just don't know how much it would cost and if it's worth it, really. So yeah, this is actually working really well. I mean, if I'm going to be doing some hardcore 3D rendering, which I like to do, and I want to get it done relatively quickly, I might just keep my setup down here in the cellar, because this is pretty cool. I really like this. I know I shouldn't use it for too long, but if I keep my processor overclocked to 4 to 4.1, if I can keep it that high, stuff will go much faster than the default 3.2. That's for sure. I don't know. So yeah, let's see if this boots and stays. Crap. I remember I had an older C2 stepping 965 that would not go above 3.8 and stay stable. But I knew even less then, so I mean, it probably was me. Alright, so we've got it started up. It's running at 4.102. What's the temp? The temp is 21 Celsius, 20. That's kind of high. 19, 20. So for future uses of this, I just need to open this up so they can see everything. how much water should I add? I mean, I don't want to submerge it because I have a feeling that would kind of not be great for it, or it would impede the performance. But I have a fan blowing on it now, and it's blowing. There's ice directly on it. I don't know. Should I fill this up with water? Just enough so I don't get the fan wet, or I could mount the fan up here. I don't know. So yeah, if you get back to me with that, that'd be nice. I don't want to add salt or any other corrosive thing to it. I don't know. I want it to last. I mean, I can deal with water a bit because, you know, condensation that occurs anyways. So it's at 18 right now. I'm going to max it out. Screw it. It's not even worth it. I'll just stress test. So 6, and we watch the blue screen. Bring on the blue screen. Yay. Oh, jump to 25 Celsius, 26, 27. Looks to be stable at 27. That's kind of cool. No pun intended. Wow. Yeah. So it's using 5 gigs of RAM to do this, maxing out all the cores. I mean, there's a little bit of a dip, but not much. I mean, right there. So yeah, this is working pretty well. 28 max, 17 low. It's staying around 28, 27. It might get hotter if more of that ice melts, but I think I'll be fine. So yeah, this is working really well. For people that can't afford real water cooling, get an H50 and a lunchbox and some ice. And you can overclock pretty damn high. I mean, I haven't messed with any RAM timings, nothing. I've just upped the multiplier and upped the North Bridge a little bit. So you can see my settings. 4.102, it's just 4.1, it lies. Memory is at 716.7. Voltage 1.488 is what it's jumping to. What else do we have here? My RAM is rated to, what was it, 1.8 gigahertz, 1.6, I think it's 1.6, so it should be fine. Hypertransport is at 2.1 gigahertz, and I'm almost spilled.
It's empty.
Oh, okay, never mind then. And you can see all my voltages. If you really care, you can pause the video. I don't know. I'll bring up CPU-Z for you because I'm a nice person. I know. So, CPU-Z is reporting 4.88, 4.76 volts. It's changing kind of frequently. It's also reporting that it's only at 4.85, 4.05 gigahertz, so it's not full 4.1 because T-overclocker kind of sucks with measuring that. I guess I'll have to up it a little bit more. Oh, quick question for everyone. If you overclock the North Bridge and you hear the screeching, does anyone else know what that is? Because I have no idea, and it's just really annoying. Like, I could never run this solely for the screeching, so I don't know if it's a temperature thing. So I'm turning up the speed of the fan from 900 to 1300 because it's just really annoying. I really doubt that you can hear that on my phone, but yeah. Anyways, so this is working really well. Oh, just hit a max of 30. I think he said he hit 32 in the video, maybe, but he was at like 4.5 gigahertz or something ridiculous like that. And I don't really feel like tweaking it that high, nor do I think my chip will be able to make it. I mean, he did that on, what, 6 cores? That's just ridiculous. I have a quad core here, and I'm happy about 4.1. I mean, I can hit 3.8 stable, but I mean, it gets pretty hot, and it was 85 today, which just sucked, especially running this with my 5870 maxed out, like playing games and doing folding at home. My graphics card that kicks off a lot of heat. So yeah, just hit 32 Celsius at 4.1 gigahertz. Since it's only at 4.1, I can probably back down the voltage, but I don't really see a need unless it crashes, because I'm happy if it's stable. So this is probably going to be the max that I'm going to get for this little test run, but I might mess around with it some more tomorrow or something, because I mean, it's 2:30 and I'm tired, and I'm going to have to mash all these videos together and post them as a video response. So this has been a great idea, and I will update this if I hit higher. Last part of the video. It is calculated 25 million, 50 million, 100 million, 250 million, 500 million, and it's working on calculating 1 billion digits of pi right now. It maxes out all cores, and the max was 40. I had to adjust something because the ice wasn't really touching it. It melted. Now it's staying down at 31. The min was 17. Running at 4.0. Sorry, 4.08. It's 20% done that. It's been running for a little over 10 minutes. So this seems like a stable overclock. I'm going to mess around with it and try to drop the core voltage just so I can save myself some ice and maybe up the bus speed by 1 megahertz so it's a solid 4.1. And this will be the last part of the video because it's already way too long. And I hope he gives me some tips on it. Thank you very much for watching.